Hey guys, it's Michaela and Sandra with Orlando Informer.
We're here at Mardi Gras 2021, checking out everything the international flavors of Carnival has to offer. I started off the day with a Wild Bloody Mary from New Orleans. Now, you can find wild or mild Bloody Marys in New Orleans. Personally, I went for the wild one because I'm a big fan of spicy Bloody Marys. It had Cajun toppings and it was a great way to kick off the day. Now, if you're not a huge fan of cocktails, there is a beer that I would highly recommend. It's called the Abita Purple Haze, and it's located in New Orleans. It has a fruity twist and a slightly sweet taste that pairs well with a lot of the spicy New Orleans food.
If you're hanging out over in the New Orleans section near Music Plaza Stage, you can find the Tropical Storm Punch at a couple different locations. It includes rum, orange, and passion fruit flavors, so it's a really nice combination of sweet with a little bit of a kick of alcohol.
Another one of my favorite items was the muffaletta sandwich from New Orleans. It has mortadella, salami, ham, mozzarella cheese, olive relish, all in a toasted bun. It's one of those savory things that you really want to start the day off with.
My favorite drink of the day was the Coco Loco from the Columbia booth. And it's limeade sweetened with coconut cream, but the Coco Loco is special because it's spiked with rum and tequila. Great combo of sweet without being too sweet, and a nice little lime citrus kick. Amazing if you're looking for something refreshing. Another delicious vegan or vegetarian item is the jerk jackfruit from the Bahamas location. It's super spicy, so just a warning if you're not a spice girl or guy, I don't recommend it, but it's packed with flavor, so we totally recommend checking it out. And if you'd rather have an option with meat, there is jerk chicken as well. Pineapple Trinichel from Trinidad and Tobago was actually one of the returning menu items from last year's Mardi Gras event. Their grilled pineapple skewers with spices and micro cilantro and the smoky flavor against the sweetness of the pineapple is phenomenal.
One of the drinks that I wasn't expecting to like, but actually ended up loving, was the King Cake Milk Punch from New Orleans. It's a bourbon-based milk punch that's infused with house-made king cake syrup. It's unexpectedly delicious. One of the foods I was looking forward to the most was the beignets, of course, which you can find in New Orleans. They're so soft, powdery, and sweet, and they're just so much fun to bite into and rip apart. I can't wait to have them again.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought the Brussels frites from Belgium were gonna involve Brussels sprouts, and it's just French fries with a trio of sauces. The French fries aren't anything super crazy to write home about. They do have some special seasoning on them that makes them delicious, but the real highlight here is the 3 sauces that come with it. There's a garlic veganaise, an andalouse, and a Jopios dipping sauce, and they're all served together in a little boat so you can have a nice little sampling platter. I love sauces. I'm the queen of getting way too many sauces at any restaurant, so this was right up my alley. Another drink I loved was the Lindemans Strawberry Lambic beer from Belgium. It was a sweet and sour fruited ale, and that's right up my alley, so if you're a fan of sours, you definitely have to try it.
The Sugar Shack Springtime Punch was one of the drinks that stood out to me the most, mostly because I'm not a huge fan of whiskey, so it's not something that I expected to like, but it has a very light cinnamon whiskey flavor, which made it interesting and something that I'd probably have again. One of my favorite savory dishes of the day was the beef short rib poutine from Canada. The best part about it was the cheese curds that were mixed in. They were amazing.
I grew up eating bratwurst from my German family, and then I grew up to be a vegetarian, so I was super excited to see that a vegan bratwurst with braised onions was on the menu at the Germany booth. And it was everything I wanted and more. The onions, the Kaiser roll, super savory and delicious. If you're a vegetarian looking for kind of a faux meat option, I definitely recommend you try it out.
I don't know. Oh, sorry.
Going into the event, we were so excited to try the Brigideiros from Brazil. They just looked unbelievably cute, and the taste did not disappoint. They have one covered in chocolate sprinkles, one covered in nuts, and another one that just looks like a Mardi Gras gem with purple, green, and gold sprinkles and charms all over it. And basically, it tasted like brownie batter to me. It was delicious chocolatey dough, and all of us loved it.
One of my favorite drinks of the day was the strawberry Caparina punch from Brazil. It had very fruity, sweet flavors with a little touch of pineapple, which was absolutely delicious. It just felt like sipping on tropical paradise.
In Italy, the Fentanyl Prosecco is really refreshing because it's a little something different. It's not as extreme on the flavor, it's just kind of a more simple, classic drink, and it pairs really well with the food items they're serving. You can find the Italy booth in New York, and the highlight for us was the arancini. It's a fried risotto with wild mushrooms, truffle, and Parmesan cheese. I am obsessed with anything truffle, cheese, Italian, and it might have been our favorite dish of the day.
One more of my favorite sweet items from the day was the quesito from Puerto Rico. It's filled with guava filling and cream cheese, which just makes for a delicious combination. So there you have it. Those are our top picks from this year's Mardi Gras International Flavors of Carnival. Catch you next time.
Let us help you save time and money on your next vacation. Visit OrlandoInformer.com for more info.